You may not realize it, but almost every single day, you have a conversation where you're not fully there. Someone is talking to you, and out of nowhere, you become aware of your eyes. Where do I look? Am I staring too much? Should I look away now? Wait, now it's weird. You nod like you're listening, but your brain is somewhere else. You miss a word, then another. Now you're just hoping they don't ask you a question. This happens in class, at work, even with people you know. And the strange part, it shows up randomly. Some conversations feel easy, natural, effortless. Then others, same you, same face, suddenly feel uncomfortable. But here's the problem. You think it's about confidence, so you try to fix it. Okay, hold eye contact longer. Don't look awkward. Act normal. And that's exactly when it gets worse. Now you're not just talking, you're managing yourself.
You're thinking about your eyes, your face, your reactions, while the conversation is still going. And this is where it starts to break. Because the moment you start watching yourself, you stop experiencing the moment. You felt this. You say something and immediately replay it. Did that sound stupid? Why did I say it like that? You try to stay focused, but your mind keeps pulling you back inside. Now here's what nobody tells you. Your brain was never meant to do both. It can either focus on them or focus on you, not both at the same time. So when you split your attention, you lose depth. You hear words, but you don't feel the conversation anymore. And this is where it gets weird. Eye contact is supposed to be automatic. You don't think about blinking. You don't think about breathing. So why are you suddenly thinking about looking? Because your awareness hijacked the process. Psychology explains this simply. The moment something automatic becomes conscious, it loses its natural rhythm. That's why it feels forced. That's why it feels off. But that's not even the real issue.
The real issue is this. You've turned a conversation into a performance. You're not connecting anymore. You're calculating how long to look, when to react, what to say next. And while you're doing all that, the moment is passing. Now here's the shift most people never make. The problem isn't your eye contact. It's where your attention is sitting. Because when your focus is on yourself, everything feels unnatural. But when your focus moves outward, something changes. You start noticing their tone, their expressions, the small pauses in their voice. You get pulled into the conversation again. And without trying, your eye contact fixes itself. No effort, no strategy, just natural flow. And this is the part that will hit you. The people who seem smooth in conversations aren't controlling themselves better. They're just not thinking about themselves as much. They're not asking, do I look normal right now? They're too busy being present. So if this keeps happening to you, if you keep getting stuck in your head, if you don't know where to look, it's not because something is wrong with you. It's because your attention turned inward when it was supposed to stay outside. And once you notice that switch, everything starts to change because you're no longer trying to perform. You're finally just there.